Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Real Heat. What does her looks have to do with him harassing her?
Listen, y'all be getting booty ties. Y'all be like, ooh, booty, and you just harass. Like, y'all don't even think straight. You just think booty.
How do you differentiate those? All right, I love the dick, or I love the thing that's attached to it.
All vaginas are beautiful.
They are.
Hey, like back in the day, people like when you displayed like being a nerd or stuff, like why are you acting white? What?
And I always hated
Why
that.
is nerdiness associated with caucasity? I don't understand.
Me personally, I just keep my comments to myself, bro.
Girl, I seen you in all of them comments, man. I seen you sending memes and you going like this. I
Somebody was.
Childhood trauma, okay?
Somebody was tromboning a flute on the side. That's what they were doing.
Wow, they are really dogging me in these comments. They said I'm definitely more of a future than a Russell Wilson. Yo, y'all are foul as shit. They already talking about sensational. Look, I'm about to have my hoochie daddy shorts on all summer. Look, I'm ready.
Look, let me see
Oh
some
my
eyes.
god.
Real hot boy shit, okay? Real hot boy shit.
I
Boy.
guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to The Real Heat. We got a star-studded cast here tonight with some of my favorite musical friends, including the young face of time who we're going to let introduce himself first, because we had a mishap.
Again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my name is Jamarion, and I'm 12.
12 years young. What a time to be alive, man. No worries, no cares, no bills. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Keep it going, though, with my good friend, Mr. Jones, over here.
Alright.
Yeah, I know, man.
So my name is Quinton Jones. I'm a longtime friend of TJ here, and we go way, way back.
Yes,
And we've
sir.
always met over music and all that good stuff like that.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's always been cool to hang out with him, and thank y'all for having me on the show tonight.
Always love, man. My man Old Soul Music over there, Mr. Old Soul Music. What up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon Lane. Pleasure to be here. We had a great time last time. I'm happy to be back. Thanks.
Yes. And for those who do not know, we did a music episode about three seasons ago. And Quentin and Brandon are both returning to do I guess you would say a continuation, part 2 of that episode. We got a new face though. First time. Actually, no, this is not your first time to the show. I forgot we definitely did a Heads of Anchor episode. Right, I forgot about that. Yeah. So y'all know Asa, but go ahead and introduce yourself, player.
What's going on, family? His name is Asa Goodman. As Tommy said, I'm one of the founders alongside him of the legendary gaming community, Anchor Gamers, of course. I'm also a producer, so I appreciate y'all for having me back on the show.
And of course, you all know my lovely co-hosts. Can't forget them. So how about the one who just rolled her eyes? She can go first.
Cool, baby. And I'm trying to muster up a whole lot of strength to do this introduction because I really don't feel good, but it's cool. This is all the energy y'all gonna get from me tonight. Okay.
Well,
That's all.
Appreciate what little or what much you give us. And last but certainly not least.
You want some of this pie, Michelle? I can send you some pie.
I'm gonna throw it up. I will throw it right up. My stomach is doing backflips right now.
Throw up my pie.
Mm-hmm. So introduce yourself.
Right.
Everybody knows who I am. Why you gotta sit here?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. R2D2, that's fine. That's fine. That is A-okay.
It's Thirst Trap 101.
Thirst Trap 101.
About to get this in, Tommy.
Chill out, yo. Chill out.
Her name is Tommy Bars.
So,
ain't got no bars.
don't be a hater.
Ain't got them in money or in freaking lyrics.
Don't be
sir.
a hater. Anyways, so of course, like I said, tonight's episode is called Music to My Ears. This is an episode all around musicians, music artists, music enthusiasts. Yes, if you have any passion for music, this is an episode for you. And so, with that being said, ma'am, do you not listen to music? You took a music class last semester, didn't you? Oh, I rest my case. With that being said, our icebreaker tonight, I want to talk about how, well, for those who it actually applies to, since somebody's being snarky up there, we're going to talk about how we all got our start into music. And I actually want to start with, I guess, the newest musician out of all of us. Yeah, that's you.
Me?
That's you, little man.
Right.
What you do? What you play?
All right, so I physically don't play.
You are not the youngest person here, man. You are not the
I
youngest.
thought you said the newest.
The youngest. The youngest.
Rude, sir. This ain't about you.
Dang.
I said me, and he confirmed it. I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't hear that part. I missed that part. No, we go. The young, the young man. The young man. The young man.
So how I got into music and instruments is I really found an interest in it, and I just really like playing instruments, and I thought I could, I don't know, just really like to play instruments.
So what instrument do you play?
I play a trumpet.
So it's funny. I was telling Jamie earlier, how like when it comes to marching band, trumpets are usually like the pretty boys, usually the ones with all the swag. You said what? You said what, Cooley?
The staple of any band.
Right, exactly. They are the staple. They're the ones trumpet in one hand.
They want to scream over everybody, but it's okay. We need them. They are very essential. But coming from a flute player, highly annoying in my ears.
Yeah, man. Trumpets are
right
usually the even though some people may not admit it, they're usually the headliner next to the drums and the bass. Usually.
Yeah. We'll just say the whole brass section, actually.
Yeah.
I enjoy trumpet.
Yeah.
So I picked the trumpet because I thought it was gonna be the starter one for me and like easy to play and have actually fun before I get into bigger instruments.
Okay.
Trumpet I struggled with the most. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I was about to say,
You should have seen the both of us trying to get the first little noise out of that thing.
Oh yeah.
You gotta like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All in
That's why my lips be bursting like veins and stuff in them. That's why I stick to my flute.
I'm gonna let y'all slide in this chat right now, but I definitely see y'all. Just so y'all know, I see y'all. Y'all ain't funny. Y'all ain't funny. Predator, Jazzy. So okay, so you started with trumpet. What instrument do you think you want to pursue next?
The next instrument that I want is most likely a trombone.
Hey, my boy.
Awesome.
It's a
I still got mine here somewhere. I'm not gonna lie. If I can find it, I'll.
That's how Legion feels about that.
I will actually.
Okay.
I will actually give it to you. You got this shining up real good, but if I figure out where I put it at, I will give it to you, free of charge.
You want to put your lips on something? Tommy put his lips.
He can get his own mouthpiece. Thank you very much. Don't do that.
And they got the sanitation spray for mouthpieces. It'll be fine.
Exactly. Smart ass.
Enough sanitation for his mouth. Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you slide tonight. But look, I'm sure all of us here can tell you from a musical standpoint, bro. Music will take you places. Even like just the smallest amount of dedication can lead to something so big. So if this is something you really want to do, I say stick with it. I've been doing music since I was 10. I love it to this day. Like, yeah, music it means a lot to all of us here. I promise you, it means a lot to all of us. So if this is something you really want to do, stick with it. It's not gonna be easy. I'm letting you know right now, it's not gonna be easy. Especially for those who have been in marching band or anything in the producing realm, studio engineering realm. It's not easy, but it's worth it.
It's fun though.
Yeah, if nothing else,
rewarding.
It's definitely fun.
There's a lot of opportunities that come from it. I've traveled all up and down the East Coast thanks to band.
Plus,
I've met famous people. I've been in music videos.
Musicians.
No. I already got to put out a lot of money, okay?
My bad. I'm sorry. But we're gonna keep it going. Asa, since you were so quick to jump at the opportunity. Since you were so quick to jump at the opportunity. Go ahead. Go ahead. Talk, man. Go ahead. Spotlight on you, player.
I don't have a great. Hey, start out.
Oh, you breaking up, player?
I started.
Can't hear him.
Can't hear you, bro. No, it's going in and out. I don't know, bro. You was good like a minute ago.
I can't hear him at all.
Now we can't hear you at all. See, yeah, man, Asa got that Wi-Fi, that house of Ronald McDonald internet over there, man.
It's usually me.
Come on.
Listen, just because the Wi-Fi is the only thing that works in your house does not mean you can play on everybody else's. When your dryer works, then let's talk.
My dryer does work, ma'am. They fixed it. Hey, they did. Thank you very much.
You can't hear me?
Wait. Say it again.
You
came through clear. You came through clear that time.
So you can hear me right now?
Yeah.
Now.
All right. Well, rewind all that.
Oh, wait. You got headphones in, right? Are you using the mic on your phone or on your headphones? I don't know. It's weird. Like it'll work and it'll stop working.
Is my child looking bed?
You said what?
My child.
How about now?
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, I'll roll it up the parts. All right. So, like I was saying, I started off playing the violin back in like 5th, 6th grade. That didn't really last long. I thought it was pretty good. It didn't last long. Going into 8th, 9th grade is when I actually got into actually producing hip hop, R&B, pop music. That's what I stick to this day. I don't know if anybody else here is like a music producer, as in like hip hop, R&B music, but I started off on Fruity Loops. I believe it was Fruity Loops 4. It was that long ago. Fruity Loops 4. It was frowned upon back in those days to be on Fruity Loops.
It was very much so.
So I migrated from that. I went to I went to GarageBand. I now use Machine Studio now. What's the Native Instruments? And what's the other one? What's the other Apple one? Logic. I use that to do like most of my work.
Yeah. Okay.
So Brandon's dad taught me how to use Pro Tools.
Pro Tools, yeah, that and Logic, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay. See,
yeah.
man. All right. Well, since Cooley pointed it out, go ahead, Mr. Lane. Well, not Mr. Lane that she was referring to, but but Mr. Lane.
Now we ain't talking about Hannon today.
There were, I mean, I'll talk about him a little bit. Yeah, I mean, pretty much like how I got started is my dad is a musician, a retired music educator, now retired.
Nice.
And so I mean, I pretty much just kind of grew up around it. You know what I mean? Just the proverbial kind of traditional son of a musician. Cats having rehearsals at the house. I'm sitting on the stairs. You know what I mean? Like just watching.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the type to like push me into it. You know what I mean? He kind of let me kind of like come to it naturally, which was cool. And then when he saw that I embraced it, then he, you know, kind of really kind of helped me along and showed me everything that he possibly could. You know. But yeah, I mean, you know, from there, kind of, you know, did band, middle school, high school, went to music school for college, master's degree in music, traveled the
Nice.
world,
Nice.
tons of things, man. Grateful. But yeah, man. Also a producer as well. I
Yes,
started
sir.
producing in high school. And my dad taught me how to use Pro Tools. It's pretty much just like just producing on Pro Tools. I learned how to use like Logic and stuff as well, Ableton a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of overtime, you know. So man, a little bit of everything, you know.
Dope,
Man.
dope, dope.
Yo, these stories, man, they are hyping me up so much, all right. Mr.
Dope.
Jones, Mr. Jones, go ahead, man.
All right, yeah. So for myself, I've always kind of grown up around music. Both sides of my family are musical. I think my dad's side, um, falls more on the musician side of it, and then my mom's side of the family falls more on the singer side of it. Um, so I can definitely say I've been to every church service known to man, but in the early '90s all the way up to the you know, because my mom has a huge background in like gospel and everything like that. So I was always at somebody's choir rehearsal, um, and all that good stuff. Around middle school age, sixth grade, I joined the band, and I've been rocking with the band ever since. And that's led to me doing, you know, the percussion, piano, uh, and then when I made it to Virginia State, you know, I had to.
B-State?
Well, I was majoring in music. Exactly. You know, I'm wearing the shirt tonight. You know.
Hey!
Yeah. You know,
Big
giving shout
thing.
outs. Right, giving my shout outs. um, so I majored in music at Virginia State, and I learned a whole lot more. I met a whole lot of people, and this is actually where I met Brandon at. I met you, TJ, by way of Virginia State as well, and I've met Michelle by way of Virginia State. So shout outs to Big State for
Hey,
that, for all the
B-State.
connect. Yeah. Um, and Brandon's dad, Mr. Lane, he taught me, you know, Pro Tools, producing, and all that good stuff like that. Even the tricks of the trade of being a musician, man. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I go.
Dope. Dope.
Now, before we get to you, let's talk to the woman up there who has a more recent introduction into the internals of music.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Man, that's a bunch of noise. I
No.
like to sit inside.
Tell us about your class you took last semester. Come on.
What was that? Music appreciation?
Yes.
I just dropped that class.
Horrible.
Just dropped it.
Listen, they were trying to explain notes to me, and I was like, why the fuck doesn't it just tell you? Like, why do I gotta look at all these symbols and stuff? Like, just tell me. It is not easy to read notes.
So
Hate music.
it's crazy because music and just like its plain definition, it seems so simple. It's 7 notes. Once you hit the first note, it becomes an octave. But it's so many nuances in music. Like from the outside saying is, you know, music, you know, just sound vibrating at different frequencies. It sounds easy, but then it's like you got flats, you got
And you low-key learn
sharps.
how to speak Italian and stuff. Like what?
That too, yeah.
Bunch of
All right.
noise, like too much noise. Sensory overload. So this kid, he has like no background or any ties to music previously. Like he's the start of all of it.
Okay,
Hey,
start
man.
somewhere.
Right.
Gotta start. Nice.
Truly.
Where do I even start? We'll go back to elementary school. So I
Playing a
grew up
recorder.
yeah, the recorder. But before that, in Northern Virginia, they actually used to teach us the ukulele. And then when I moved to Richmond, I was in 5th grade and we started the recorder. And the kids in that class have been doing it since 3rd grade. And we did this thing called recorder karate where you had to like test out each song and you got a different like colored string yarn, which was a karate belt. And most kids were still like on their orange or yellow belt. And I got all the way to black belt within 2 months. It was my first time even picking up a recorder. So I was like, this is for me. So then when they were like, what electives do you want to take? At first, I picked orchestra. I was going to play the violin. But then my music teacher came in and she played Yankee Doodle on the flute and I fell in love. I had my mom go up to school, change my elective to band, and that's all she wrote. So from there, I advanced up to advanced band in 6th grade within months. Then in high school, I maintained first chair and piccolo of the band and section leader. And I was actually drum major in band in high school. And then I majored in music at Virginia State, where I was also again a section leader for the piccolo section. And one of the best flute players there, not to toot my own horn.
Pasta
But
man with the follow. Appreciate you, bro.
and like how Quinton said, that's how I met Quinton. That's how I met Brandon. Brandon's dad taught me how to use Pro Tools. I still have my beats somewhere. I gotta find them.
Yeah, you gotta find those. Yeah.
One of them I named Latin Optimus, and the other one just called Flute.
Called flute. Okay.
Just called Flute. So yeah, that's my story.
Yeah,
And here I
sending this
am.
I'm sending him off to bed.
Hey, later, man.
But big.
Stay dedicated. Stay dedicated, man. You got this.
Take your instrument home and practice. Ain't no my teacher didn't let me take it. Nope. I don't want to hear that.
So my story, Quentin actually found some familiarity with between our families again. So I started producing before I was writing music, and I didn't know I was producing at the time. I was over Hurley House, and Hurley had a program. It's somebody we know, right? Right. He had a program called H.E.A.T, and it was a beat making program that was just like pretty much just a bunch of samples. You put them in place, and whatever. And I actually still have a lot of the beats from Westland, but like I was like, yo, I kind of like this. Like I want this. So my parents got me what eventually was H.E.A.T 2, the second one. That was my start, and I had no idea at the time I'm making beats. I'm just like, I'm putting stuff here and it sounds good. It's a music game. You know, yeah. No idea what I was doing. That was my entry into producing. Writing didn't come until my aunt Teresa, God rest her soul, she passed away, and my older cousin, who I've been trying to get on the show too, but he's bullshitting. He just had a child actually, so he get a pass today. He was at the funeral. Well, not at the funeral. We were at like my aunt's house, and you know they were in there just talking about what they're gonna do with her belongings. Yeah, and me and him, he was something like, "Yo, like I just started writing, yada yada," and I will never forget. We were writing to "Throw Them Bows" by Ludacris, and I'm not gonna lie, like I actually look back at what I wrote, like maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. It was trash, but it was my start that day. That was my start into writing. And so from there, it just went on. I was continuously writing and writing and writing. And I got into like middle school. I was on freestyle battles. I don't know if y'all remember the Cypher that Zulu the Big Lil Band used to host it. I was on there. I battled what's his name? The big rapper from Richmond everybody know about. I want to say like Red something.
Red Rum.
Red Rum. I battled him. Lost, of course. You know, I was only like 12 or 13.
Wait,
Yeah,
I don't think you would ever win a battle.
bullshit.
Only on
Bullshit. Ask them boys in my school. I was nice with it. But yeah, I kept writing. I joined band in 6th grade. I ended up getting out of band in 10th grade because I ended up doing choir.
Boo.
And that's when I found out I could sing. Like, I knew I could sing, but that's when I found out, like, this is something I can actually do. So at this time, I'm producing, I'm rapping, I'm now singing, and this is all great. I got to college, and I was actually roommates with Quinton's brother. This is how me and Quinton met. I was roommates with Quinton's brother, and I think he's here. I saw him talking earlier. Yeah, he was in here earlier. We were roommates, and I actually made a couple songs with him. Like, he'd be like, "Yo, like that's dope." Like, cause Vanny kept me linked into what was going on in the outside music world. When I got to college, it was all like school and making music. And I actually made a song freshman year called TikTok that Virginia State loved for like 3 years straight, and they wouldn't let me perform anything else without asking me to perform this song. But that's besides the point. I got to Virginia State. Originally, I wanted to be a music major. I was going to do music production, but music production didn't come until like I was damn near graduated. So I changed my major after the first
You
year.
lied to us all. It's okay.
And yeah, so needless to say, I met a lot of my music contacts then. Spots, who's actually here. Me and him make up a hip hop duo called Step Brothers. We had like one of the greatest music projects I've ever heard. Like the reviews, the feedback we got was great. It's crazy because I think it's been like 10 years. Actually, it's been 11 years since we put that out. Damn. But regardless, do not bring me in this. Here he goes. Yeah, I swear I can't stand. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. But yo, like when I tell you the love I had for music, it's crazy. And it's grown over the years. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of took a back seat back in 2016. The computer I had with all my music stuff died. I'm back up, but I haven't really had a chance to get back to it like that. But even those spots don't admit it. Like me and this man were not only making hits, but we were putting out some great music. Studio producing so many artists. Like when I tell y'all the amount of music we had coming out of our team between like 2009 and 2013 was crazy. Like I really got to dig back in this vault and start putting this stuff back out because it was insane. But yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm sorry.
What happened? What?
Sorry,
What?
I'm in this chat. I'm sorry. It just reminded me. Somebody said that she plays piano.
She plays piano?
I actually, hold on. I do have a small story. I actually took piano lessons.
Hey!
And I learned how to play Fuzzy Wuzzy Was a Bear on the piano. Hold on. Even better. But my most favorite way to play the piano, because we had a grand piano in our living room. Not a baby grand, a grand piano.
Okay.
We would take a blue rubber ball and roll it down the strings to the little holes on the side of the piano. But that was my favorite way to play the piano.
Yo.
Anyways.
I love Jamie Depp because Jamie's the only person who can make the smallest stories just so entertaining, yo. I'm glad that you do have a musical background because you've been telling us forever, music this, I don't want nothing to do. I don't want nothing to do with music.
I forgot until she said she.
I am so glad that you have a musical background now.
Fuzzy Wuzzy Was a Bear. I got that.
So, to keep things going, I don't know if you guys know, but it's actually Classical Music Month. So, my question is to those here who are still making music or still playing music. How has classical music influenced you and your craft?
I mean, that's literally all I've played. Because I also played the viola and the guitar. Yes. But everybody's like, oh, guitar, you can play rock songs. No, I play classical guitar, nylon strings, like typical strum, doop, doop, doop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Classical music has always been my jam. Like, I am the one, and Tommy will tell y'all, like, you'll listen to my playlist and all of a sudden Bach will come on. Like, and he's just like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't. Or some now I can't think of his name. I like he's an American composer for modern music, and I can't think of his name now, but I like his music too. But yeah.
Well, I guess I could follow up with that. Cause mine's gonna be like short and sweet, man. I definitely have an appreciation for like classical music just cause um a lot of and especially like from my standpoint of it, cause I play piano and all that other good stuff like that. There's a lot of good stuff in there, as far as like technique and everything goes like that. But I will admit I don't listen to it too often, man. And that's just like it's just I don't know, it's just outside of my wheelhouse in that regard. But I do go and listen to it like if I'm like doing something and I need just something like playing in the background. I'll play it at my job, which is I'm a educator, so I'm playing it there. But outside of that, it's gone.
He said in the background, you be fucking to it.
What?
Only Jamie.
Hey yo, imagine fucking to some Amadeus show,
Mozart.
some Mozart.
In my head, I'm like,
that boy fucking.
But back in the day, people was fucking to Mozart and shit.
I do say I love this jolly tune while I'm fornicating.
Play the knock music by Mozart, and it's dynasty then.
I'm glad I wasn't.
Yo,
glad that's not on the playlist.
Watch back then.
Right.
What?
I don't even want to know.
They washed in the river.
They were all funky. All of them.
Yeah.
All the time.
Imagine them fucking to Beethoven.
May or may not have done that. That's pillow talk. I'm just saying.
Amy.
Yo, I'm dead. Oh my god. Yo. Oh my god. So
well, I guess go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say,
You go say.
for me, I think the area where like classical music comes up the most for me is like counterpoint. Because when I was at Berkeley, like that was a very interesting kind of section of me. And it's one of those things where it's like once you really learn what it is, you hear it every and it's like you can instantly kind of identify and like kind of apply it and stuff.
Like in the elevators.
You know, it's funny you say that. I've actually taken elevator music and made a beat out of it. Like, yes, it is possible.
Yeah. It's definitely possible. Because like with counterpoint, like it's kind of like a particular kind of like compositional element. So it's like kind of tell like when it's kind of being utilized. But yeah, just like for me, like that's kind of like the thing that's kind of been the most present, I think, for classical music. And then also, like Quinton said, also just as far as like I've practiced like the Bach cello suite bass, and that's definitely helped a lot. Like as far as round.
So Asa, I'm actually I think the most interested to hear this from you, because like I know like you are like really heavy into producing stuff, and like I listened to a lot of your music, and where does classical music fit into like your style?
I was sitting here trying to figure that out as you're talking. I don't have a big interest in classical itself, but I do like when I'm producing. I do like to play like with the orchestral strings and kind of just the whole ambiance of just like maybe like some bells or something, but just the strings. Like I really just like to play with strings. I do not listen to classical at all. We just don't vibe that much.
Try sampling classical music. Try sampling it.
Yeah, I was about to say I have.
Yeah, see, and that's what it has another thing. I don't really sample. I do like to do original work, but
That makes sense. I can't be mad at
you
that.
know, a lot of trap sounds got a lot of got that sound in it, and I think it was a
I want to hear
who
it.
song? Pop Smoke. One of his big joints was like a remix of like a classical joint. I forgot,
Mhm.
I forgot the name of it. It was one of his big songs. It was like a sample, a classical song.
You got 2 weeks. I want
So
to
what?
hear something.
You say you
And
got
you
2
2
weeks.
weeks, bro.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In
2 weeks to
fact,
do what?
in fact, check this.
I want
2
to hear.
weeks. We'll play it here.
I
Something
want to
classically,
hear something from
musically.
yeah.
Yes.
You
2 weeks,
done.
and we'll
We're-
play it
we're
here.
going-
Okay. All right. We're gonna
Let's
put some
go.
lyrics on it too.
2 weeks. I don't believe you. You ain't shit.
Hey,
Heard.
say less.
Heard.
I can say less. Say
Look, we can just pass it around. We can make it a project.
say less. Say
I
less.
started off. We can push
I
it
will
around the
hit the
room.
button. That's my part.
Yeah.
Let's play the flute.
So for me, like I said, my major introduction to music, I guess in school, of course, I was in band and choir. Most of my music was classical music. So like it's funny because I would be in like band or in choir. You know, we're doing some classical music. I'm like, oh shit, I like that little part right there. Okay, and I would hum it repeatedly, so I could like memorize it, and I would get home, throw it in, in Fruity Loops or hip hop EJ, and got a sample that easily. So classical music. In fact, I was like, I know I said earlier, like I made a beat out of elevator music. Like it's not a joke. I actually made a beat out of elevator music. But it's
I
smooth.
once sang my cat a happy birthday song.
You sang it.
I sang my cat a happy birthday song.
Sing it for us.
It's on Instagram, I think.
I'm dead, not the cat.
Yes, it was his second birthday. I sang him a happy birthday song. He loved it. We was jamming, and then he walked away.
He loved it. He loved it so much he had to go cry tears of joy.
I know.
That's truly beautiful.
What? We bonded so much that day.
I believe it. So this is the question I've been dying to ask on because I know it's gonna bring up it's gonna cause some heat. All right, the current. Let's not say current.
Hey.
Let's say music in
That's the
the
answer. Gone.
past 10, 15, 20 years. Who do you guys think have been the 5 most influential artists for what music sounds like in the past decade?
Beyonce.
Great.
She's on there. She's one of the, well, I wouldn't say a big influencer, but she is big within the last 20 years.
Not as
Like,
big.
there is not a household in the world that doesn't know the name Beyonce.
That's true.
I will
That's
give you that. Like even though a lot of us do not, Lord, let me. Beyonce may not be, everyone's taste. Let me say that because Lord knows I don't want to get the Beehive started.
I'm not a big fan either.
You don't want the Beehive in
I
here.
like the
Yeah,
music
we
from
definitely don't want the Beehive getting stirred up. But like, even though she's not everyone's
Hey,
taste,
look,
there is level of respect you have to have for her as an artist because she's been in the game since what, the 1990s, and here it is, 30 years later, if not, close somewhere around that number, and she's still
she's
doing
still putting out
numbers.
albums
You're talking
and
about
killing
artists.
their runs. She's the run queen.
Thing is, hold on. Here's my thing is when you're
she's
talking about
definitely in the top, whatever. She's definitely in the top, whatever.
is how many of these artists are actually writing their own music as well, though. So like you have to look at the people behind them. Like Candy Burris. Candy Burris. She wrote for what, TL, or did she write for TLC and who else does she write for? So like you got to look at the people who are writing the music, not the people who are performing the music. Yeah, they're great.
Like
Mm,
Paramore lead
mm,
singer Haley Williams, she writes a lot of songs for a lot of like R&B and pop artists. And some she writes the hooks for a lot of hip hop artists too. And like Neo, he made those bangers, but then
mhm.
everybody's like he dropped off the face of the earth. No, he didn't, because he started songwriting.
So
Yeah, so
Jamie, you have a very solid point. Like songwriters are like the big component of a lot of songs, but there are a lot of times where demos got out to the public before the actual song did, and the demo may have flopped. But once the artist like
Yeah.
that's supposed to have the song got a hold of it and they made it theirs, so
Yeah.
even though songwriters are a very huge component of like the art of music, that's where being an artist comes in, because anybody can get up there and sing a song that's written for them, but an artist gonna make that song theirs.
Yeah.
You know, the song "Happy" was originally written for CeeLo Green.
Yes.
Yep.
I heard that.
And he turned it down. He thought it wasn't really his style, so Pharrell sung it himself.
And it's funny
And
because I could totally see him singing that song.
And
Actually,
then
like,
I want to say
damn.
another
can't-
song. I think Britney
can't see him
Spears'
singing it.
"Toxic" was meant for. I can't remember who it was meant for, and then they ended up giving it to Britney.
Toxic?
I can't think of it. "Toxic" was written for someone else too.
I feel like it was Christina Aguilera.
Aren't, but
It might be. It was originally written for, and they gave it to Britney.
Oh.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, Prince is on my list. Prince is
What
like,
about my boy? What
but
about
you
my boy
said the
Chris
last
Brown?
decade.
you said who?
Yeah, I was gonna say
My guy Chris Brown. Oh my bad.
Oh yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
going to say Prince, but you said within the last decade,
I
so
said
I didn't say Prince.
who shaped the music of the past decade.
Oh, definitely for fucking Prince, Michael Jackson.
Janet, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Beyonce's definitely goated.
10
Janet.
years?
Yeah.
10 years, man.
People
Past 10 years.
who shaped the music of the past 10 years. So like Prince has been
Yeah.
Prince and MJ have been an influence on people like Chris Brown,
hold
Usher.
on.
Bruno
So I'm gonna
Mars,
say-
because
Hey,
his
you're
music
saying-
screams.
Hold up. You have to look at today's music to say who shaped that, because who shaped the last 10 years is different from, honestly, even just the last 5 years. The last 5 years in music has become like a lot of it, especially like
Garbage.
what my kids listen to is like, what the fuck are you listening to?
Garbage. Yeah.
I mean, like
For
you
real.
could say the last 10 years who shaped that, but you have to actually, like, we're in the midst of that transition now in that period. So like,
Okay.
where does that stop and where does that start within the last 5 years? Honestly, probably.
Okay. I can respect that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Music, but I know
Okay.
about music.
So okay then, so let's change this then. Because we kind of got into it. We saw Beyonce,
Like
of course, was at
Run
the top of this
DMC
list.
shaped hip hop.
Yeah, and like I said, I was hoping somebody would say like Run DMC or even as far as like going to NWA, because NWA kind of
Yeah,
the
NWA, they all
precedent
shaped
for,
hip hop.
like, gangsta
Biggie,
music.
Tupac, they shaped hip hop to what it is
Look at
today.
hip hop today. No, look at hip hop today versus hip hop as we know it.
Hip hop today, that's Future. That's Future and Young Thug.
Yeah.
If you were to talk to if you were to talk to
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of young kids.
like an early 20s, between 15 and 20-year-old, hip hop to them is completely different from our hip hop.
Yeah, it
And it's
is.
funny that you say, well, interesting that you say that, because I would say, and y'all might disagree with me, but I feel like XXX Tentacion really, really kind of put on the map a different form of
Yeah.
hip hop, an emotional, because then you got Juice WRLD, you
I
got
was gonna
Trippie
say that
Redd, you got-
XXX and Juice WRLD definitely have changed.
Yeah,
they
Ugh.
changed the game of hip hop and music and how it's expressed. And then, I like those artists. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I like them a lot. I thought they were different. They were innovative. They were original.
Depressing, but yes.
I mean, yeah, they were you could relate to them. A lot of people relate to them.
I mean, they definitely have a lot of songs that I relate to, but I think the reason why a lot of the music was so relatable to like the newer generation is because it was a lot of it was kind of depressing. And I mean,
Yeah, I mean they're depressed.
exactly. I mean, it's true. Like mental health, especially in America, is at a terrible state right now. So of course you find artists who are openly expressing like, you know,
It's
a
always been in a
perfect
temple state. We're
example,
just more aware of it.
XXX got a song called Suicide. And I mean,
That's
God
fun.
forbid anybody, you
Yeah,
know, you never want them to
fun.
do it. But, you know, just to have somebody who's openly talking about like, you know,
And like Juice WRLD's the last album released by Juice WRLD, every single song on that album was a cry for help.
Hold on. Hold on. Because when you're
But it
talking,
was good music.
I don't listen to country music. I don't like country music. But when we're comparing apples to apples, you're saying, oh, well, he brought up suicide and emotional and blah, blah, blah. Isn't that what country was? Was somebody going all emotional, putting it out there, putting out,
Not all.
well, not all of it, but you know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest thing that country music gets bashed for is, oh, it's too emotional. Oh, it talks about your exes or your
I do like country
they're
though.
drinking and doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Country music more so tells a story.
yeah,
I'll say it like that.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, most of the country songs that I have like in my playlist are usually like more like love songs or like chill songs or just, you know, kind of like good time songs. I don't really have any like super emotional country songs. I know that there are some.
I do.
Perfect example. Last season we was on here singing Carrie Underwood.
I dug my king into the
Like,
side of his.
That's a perfect example of an emotional country song.
Yo,
But
Carrie
honestly,
Underwood's emotional music gives me goosebumps. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
it does.
she is the GOAT.
She's a great artist. She's a great artist.
Miranda Lambert's good too, but that's a different.
Yes,
That's
thank you.
another
I'm glad
thing.
somebody said it. Hulk, I forgot it. Maurice definitely said they got that from blues. Yes, country definitely deviated from the blues. We're not gonna get into how, you know, music is stolen and repurposed, and we're not even gonna do that tonight. We're gonna let that one rock. Cornell said throw Mac Miller in there. Yes.
Yes,
If
I
you
agree.
put in Juice WRLD and Triple X, you gotta put
Because Mac Miller paved the way for Juice WRLD and Triple X, to be honest.
Hey, do y'all think it's a thing? And I'm looking at just like from like a bird's eye view, and I'm going back to like hip hop. Do you think that the early days of hip hop was more of an external experience, and then versus if you move upwards into your Mac Millers and then your Juice Worlds and your and I'm always gonna say his name wrong, but XXX, uh, and I'm gonna stop it right
Tentacion.
there. Yeah. So like, would you
I just call him Triple
say
X.
that? Yeah, I was like, so would you say that there's a shift from the old school hip hop being more of an external experience, and then like the new hip hop being more of an internal experience?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna say like that's all I really not only
Yeah,
that's all
because hip hop went
but I
from
really
I
picked
was
that up.
walking down the street and I got
Yeah.
up on my bike. And,
Not only that, it was
you
a
know,
protest. It was a
you know,
protest for a
I
lot
was
of
cruising down the street.
it
social
was.
issues that was going on.
It was. Then we had, you know, a lot of artists come through and like their music went from being, you know, whatever hip hop was in the start to more like think pieces, more emotional, like more story. Like it
Got
became more
into
real.
art. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like this generation of female hip hop artists. Everybody keeps saying it's stripper music, it's this, it's that. No, it's females being proud and their femininity, in my opinion.
Females
Like,
being
let them be.
proud? What?
I love them so much. Everybody's like, Megan Thee Stallion, all she makes is hoe music. Girl, no, they don't. No, she don't. First of all, have you heard her freestyles? Bomb.
Fuck that. No.
Yeah.
Her last
We heard
album,
her
fire.
freestyles, but her freestyles aren't her music though.
Ain't
Everyone
no-
knows
But her
that
last
Megan can
album-
rap. It's not
Aside
that
from
we don't know she can rap.
Aside from Pressurelicious,
Somebody said
that
Rhapsody in
whole
the
last
chat.
album was pretty
Rhapsody,
fire.
yes. Mishi said
Rhapsody.
female empowerment. So don't get me wrong, I'm all for artists doing whatever they feel. I'm never going you know, clown somebody's, you know, artistry. But you can't say listen to Megan's freestyles and then talking about, oh, have you heard her album? Because her freestyles and her albums, with the exception of this new one, This new one has, I feel like it has more of a, you know, a Megan feel to it. But most of Megan's music is TikToks, songs, and singles.
Not all of them. You'd have to listen to the songs that aren't, I guess, publicized on the radio and things like that. That's why I'm like, I love this girl. I love her to death. I don't care. Y'all can't tell me nothing different. I love me some
I love
Megan.
Megan too. I'm not gonna ever say I love Megan. I do.
I'm out. I want to address this female empowerment shit. I will have in the female empowerment aspect of this. If a female could go out, let's look at even just with actresses in what's that? What's her name? Big one.
Lizzo.
Yes, Lizzo.
I love her too.
Oh shit.
For the exception of her, yes. Listen. Empowerment comes from let's go ahead and use our talent, but we don't have to lose the weight because that's what women have to do in these positions that are like none of that. I don't have to sit here and go out in a thong and shake my ass to this song to make me money. Like that's where I have the biggest issues with these female artists is like you're showing young girls this is what you have to do to get to there, and you don't. So female empowerment, sit the fuck down, put clothes on, and sit here and talk something other than your fucking pussy. Okay? Then I'll give you your goddamn female empowerment.
Hey, pussy got power. Pussy got power. Going for some hours.
I out here talking about how gold of my goose is? No, I don't have to.
Well, speaking of which, and we were talking about earlier about artists like that kind of like shape the music. Lil' Kim needs to be on that list.
Yeah.
He needs to be on that list because if it weren't for her, there would be no Megan Thee Stallions. There would be no Doja Cats. There wouldn't be no Kin the Mans. There wouldn't be no mulattoes.
I mean, Left Eye.
There wouldn't be none of them.
I'm not gonna lie. As far as female music artists go right now, and I know you're probably gonna clown me for this, but I think right now Doja is like killing it. Doja's doing pop, hip hop, and R&B.
She's very well. She does a lot of different genres. So I agree with that.
She does. Doja's really blending like pop, R&B, hip hop
the shorty
all together
all her
and
hair
doing
off
it well.
her head, and I don't know how to feel about it.
And can perform her ass off.
Let's talk about not the mainstream. Let's talk about some of the less mainstream. Have y'all
And
heard
she got
anything?
personality.
Masego! I'm sorry.
Talk now.
Go ahead.
From her. Have y'all heard anything from her? H.E.A.T.
Thank you, Jay.
Oh,
that is bae. That is bae.
That is female empowerment. That is
her is a straight goat.
She is
already.
She is.
I love her.
I'm not gonna lie. Before I even knew what she looked like, at the time, like nobody knew what she looked like.
You can't hit next on none of her stuff.
You can't.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-mm.
You want to talk about female empowerment?
You can't.
Let's talk about her. Why is it always mainstream?
I think it was it's the rappers though. I think the R&B artists they kind of they got their lane. It's the female rappers I think was more the focus.
Probably.
Yeah, the rappers they be
then
talking.
Again, who is
Female
it that
rappers
everybody relates to toxicity? Is it Jhené Aiko? Everybody relates to feminine toxicity, or who is it? Is it? I want to say it is Jhené Aiko. I love her though.
Oh yeah. She's very dope, but she's also very toxic.
Yeah, what have I seen a post?
I'm not gonna lie,
I can't wait to see all my toxic bitches at the Jhené Aiko concert.
Oh no, toxic music is Summer Walker. That's what everybody's talking about. When she dropped that last, she dropped that last song, everyone's like, Lord, Summer Walker dropped a new album, Run for the Fucking
That should be fire though.
I also really like SZA.
They do.
SZA puts a different kind of feel. Like I like her music. It's real soulful. It's real like SZA.
Oh yeah.
So,
you know, I really like her voice.
Yes. Wired Vision brought up a very good question. Does being musically popular always mean musically talented? No.
No.
Because
Chief Keef, what was that?
Chief Keef had some hits. I mean, he wasn't like a stellar rapper. I mean, what are you going to go there? Future.
Future. Song talking about some laughing to the big, like. What was the one?
Copy and paste that though. It's a whole generation copy and paste.
And this one's not cheap, but
Come
what was
on,
that
bro.
man? Gold all of my chain,
Hey,
gold all of my
we will
brain. That
not talk
song
about
was a hit, but it was not
we
talent.
will not talk about Trinity. I'm not gonna lie. That song,
Yeah, Trinidad
And
James
that
is
James has
alright.
no talent.
if you listen to his other songs, like I got a couple other songs, but it's like, why the fuck did you put that song out, bro? Like that song sounds nothing like him. He can actually rap.
Somebody likes it, and somebody
Like
thinks
2
it's
Chainz.
good.
2
I
Chainz
mean,
makes
it
me
was
mad with certain
it
music
was a
he put
mean
out.
song, but it was hype. Gold all on my chain. Gold all on my, like who not gonna be singing that?
It's a
Yeah,
vibe. It'd be
nigga
a
don't
vibe. The
believe me,
single
just
should be
watch.
vibe.
Right. It was a mean
So-
song, but it was a bop though. So of course we love
Yeah.
it. But it wasn't
Well,
talent at all.
I would say in his defense, he doesn't have to make another song because of, I guess, the legal stuff that was going on with Bruno Mars' song, 24 Karat. No, the joint, do, 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 do,
You mean Lil Joe?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
because
That is
that's the
24,
Don't
right?
Believe Me, Just
No,
Watch.
Uptown Funk.
That's that.
Oh, he's good. This
Yeah,
hits
so I was
that
like, I don't
ice
think he has.
cold.
Yeah, so he was like, he don't have to make another
That's a
joint
cold
anymore.
brother right there.
Right.
That's a
Yeah, so
cold
I think
brother
Oh,
he's
right
good.
there.
I think Spot said it best. He said music is a business at the end of the day. Can I sell it? Is the music so good that it will sell itself, or does music and the person make people buy it? That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Uptown
Spot.
Funk. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know what artist
That's
should have
what
never
it
been
is,
an
yeah.
artist that pisses me off that she was ever an artist?
Who?
Iggy fucking Azalea.
Hold on. It's funny. So, Uptown Funk. Let's talk about real quick, like the misunderstandings of songs or words in songs. My kids used to say Uptown Funk, and I swear they were always saying Uptown Fuck.
I
They weren't
mean,
allowed to sing the song.
honestly,
But-
like back in the times of funk, they would use funk a lot of times as a replacement for fuck. So
Like, play that funky music, white boy. I just knew as a kid they were saying fucking music. Play that fucking music,
Yeah,
white boy.
what's his name? What's his
Poker
name?
Face, I thought it was butt fucker face for the longest. I was like a butt fucker face.
What?
I think a good example of an artist who's done that for years. I can't think of his name. What's the guy who sings? I'd rather be Bootsy Collins. Bootsy Collins was famous for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby, I'm gonna funk you up tonight.
I'm not
What?
talking about the
Right,
artist
exactly.
doing it.
Bootsy
That's
was
not what
famous
I'm
for
No.
that.
talking about.
A
No,
big,
I'm talking
big
about
miss.
what you misheard, and I want to know the funny little funnies that y'all misheard. But when you actually heard the lyrics, you're like, oh.
Oh, same thing.
A
Same
big one
thing.
is Fall Out Boy, Sugar, We're Going Down Swinging. I don't know if y'all know that one, but no one knows the lyrics. It's we're going downtown in an earlier round, and Sugar, I'm going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. Another God complex, cock it and pull it. And everybody's like, no, everybody messes those lyrics up.
So I'm not gonna lie, like the very, very beginning of that, we going down, down, and sugar, I'm going down, swinging. Yeah, I don't know that part. That's the part I always get messed up
Number
on.
one with a bullet. Another God complex, cock it and pull it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Nobody ever understood that, and we all just like what?
And another one was Paramore's Misery Business. I
Mm.
never meant to brag, but I gotta want now. I never meant to brag part. Everybody, no one knows what she says right there.
Song. Like when you actually listen to what she's saying.
I support it though.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a whole era of like mumble music?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Migos. Migos came and
Yeah.
they fucked it off.
Migos.
Get in the kitchen.
Mhm.
I'm whipping the bricks.
Atlanta
I'm
rap
flipping the bricks. Yeah.
took mainstream. Atlanta rap took mainstream.
It did.
And mumble rap was here.
And it's crazy because you have artists like Ludacris who works like,
Yeah.
yo, do y'all understand
Twister,
that when
Twister.
like,
For the
yo,
longest time.
hip hop was rooted so deep in the North that when artists like Ludacris came on the scene, like they weren't giving Southern rappers no type of love, and Luda really had to hop on like remixes and stuff of New York songs to prove his point, and like people really started to look like, oh, okay, this man Luda kind of nice.
When you talk about artists, Oh my god, he was my
Nah,
favorite.
Luda definitely one of the goats of
Is.
the South.
Not just music, but look
Definitely
at
one of the goats.
him do. Like he's transitioned into being an actor. Like
Entrepreneur, business owner.
Yeah.
Have your
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah.
Tyrese went the same way, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because people sleep on Tyrese. I'm not gonna lie, like with all the stuff he's going through now, like Tyrese kind of put himself in a position, but Tyrese really made that transition smoothly. I remember Baby Boy came out and
Baby Boy, classic.
Yeah, classic. And it's no way you haven't seen it because BET played it like 10 times a week for like 10 years straight.
Yeah.
If there was no if there was no headline show on, Baby Boy's playing. Like I promise you, at 8:00, if there was no College Hill, no award show, or no other sitcom, Baby Boy.
Yeah.
That or Love and Basketball.
Put it on. Yeah.
Famous for it, yo. Yes, Luda is an OG. Exactly.
I fucking love
Luda came in as a gimmick, and that's all they seen him as. I mean, yeah, he did.
Did he come in as a gimmick?
He did. Like, I want to say his first major single was "Drop Bows on Him." Sweat from the lemonade, sweat from the tea, sweat from the hot sauce, sweat from the. Now you can sweat from a burn in a 3rd degree, but if you're sweating your sleep, then you sweat. You know, like. Yeah, like it wasn't like a crazy song, but then he put out.
I thought, what's the other joint? His main joint. I thought I wanna lick you from your fantasy.
Yeah, we can do it in the Georgia Dome on the 50-yard line when the Dirty Birds kick the tree. If you like this club, we can do it in the VIP. We'll be in the back of the VIP. Let's go, bro. That was.
I had that seat.
Yes, same.
That's on his first album.
Same.
Like that.
Chicken
coming out the gate.
Chicken and beer, bro. If you didn't have the intro song.
I saw Ludacris live when I was like 10 or 11 years old, and his tour bus at that time was him on there with the salt in the leg, and he's trying to eat the leg. And then you knew it was Ludacris tour bus, like, and it was crazy because we were parked in the parking lot. We walked past it. I was like, "Daddy, that's this bus."
Hey, whatever happened to tour buses? Artists don't take tour buses no more, yo. I don't.
They fancy now. They're taking private jets and shit.
Meek Mill just got in trouble for the tour bus.
You right? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that. Right.
What'd he do?
They ain't like his album cover. His album cover had like black women in like an artsy form, but it was like it was a bad look. It just was I don't know if you've seen his album cover, but it was his album cover. But a lot of people didn't like it. That's all. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I saw Ludacris and Nelly live that year because they did the halftime show for the Circle City Classic that year.
Nelly's still going crazy off Country Grammar. He
Right.
still don't perform.
Right.
Yeah, no, he is.
So
I like his Sweat and Suit albums too.
Yes, Sweat and Suit were fire.
Wasn't on? Uncut Nelly was coming on that.
How you put the CD cases and if you put them together and made the St. Louis art?
Yes. I know, like, Nelly isn't one of the most like profound artists when people talk about hip hop, but Nellyville, I had that album on replay for like a good 6 months.
Yes,
bruh.
Yes. Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna lie, since we are talking about gimmick artists, Nelly was definitely a gimmick artist, but he made hits.
Oh,
he made hits.
Nelly's not a gimmick artist.
Nelly wasn't spitting like that. He had bops. He had hits. He had hits for sure. Like I'm not going to deny
multiple.
That. But he won't spit in for real.
Country Grammar, the whole album was a bop.
Like that.
Look.
If we
the whole entire
y'all gonna be thinking.
Spot said no one likes Sweat and Suit.
Sweat and Suit was, I don't know. There were certain songs I feel like he just kind of put them on there just to put them on there, but no, the albums were. I did really like Sweat and Suit. I really did like them.
Mishi asked a very good question. Favorite artist you've seen?
I think
live,
I like Sweat better.
Or an artist you would love to see live.
I've only seen one.
I've seen Earth, Wind, and Fire live.
I saw Wale perform, and I saw Fab perform live at Homecoming one year.
And I saw Megan Thee Stallion live. Yeah.
I'm sure.
So I have never been to a concert before anything else, and I went to my first one like 2 years ago at the age of what, 30?
Hey,
And
it's
I
never
was
too
going
late.
before
yeah,
the next time
Never too
concert.
late.
when
Never too
Aaron
late.
took me to go see Jack Harlow before he blew up.
I was about to say, how was that? Because Jack really kind of blew up like in the last year or two. So how was that?
It took me to see before he blew up. He took me out here in the Music Factory in Charlotte, and there weren't a lot of people there. There really weren't. But I hadn't listened to any of his music previously to it, so I was just like, "What is this?"
Bots says he got to see Kanye. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I
Well,
saw
Kanye
Megan.
was my first concert was Kanye.
Wait a minute.
Touch the Sky.
You wait a minute, Spots. You went to the Watch the Throne tour, didn't you? That's where you saw Kanye, right? Well, while he waits, three times,
I got a funny story.
damn. Favorite performer I've seen though was Fab. Fab really did a good job of transitioning between one song to another. Like it was no break, it was no skip. Like it was like clean transitions from every song, every song, every song. He gave his full energy to every song. Like he always kept the vibe going. Like it was a clean performance. But as far as people, I want to say it would definitely be Kanye. Maybe Kanye a little further back around like graduation and 808s and heartbreaks. Maybe Watch the Throne, but Kanye.
My favorite concert, and this goes back to classical music, is probably the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They are dope. Y'all know who they are?
No.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Every year
No.
for Christmas, they
Yeah, I
play
do.
the Carol of the Bells. Do 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 boo boo, and they mix God Ye Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen with Carol of the Bells, and it's this huge rock opera. And they play it on the radio every Christmas.
No.
Wow. Yeah, no, y'all are uncultured swine.
I know about
But they
it.
do this. They go on tour around Christmas time every year, and they do this rock opera concert with a laser light show. And every year, I went like 2 years in a row, and they do it at the Siegel Center, not the Siegel Center. No,
Okay.
what's the theater in Richmond? The big one?
At the amphitheater, is it?
Mm-mm.
The Altria Theater.
It might be Altria. I don't know. One of them.
So as far as Mishi's question, Carnellin said Childish Gambino and Chance the Rapper. Mishi said Lizzo was great, Mumford and Sons, and Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. Okay.
I love
Okay.
Lizzo.
Wired Vision says Chance. Okay. Chance the Rapper twice in it? Okay. Spot said I would see the Harlem Boys Choir. Yo, you know what? Actually, I wouldn't mind going to see the Harlem Boys Choir either, yo. I definitely would not mind. If you never listened to them, just look them up. They're actually really good. Mishi said J. Cole. Yo, I wouldn't mind seeing J. Cole either, yo. Because I've been on J. Cole since like 2008. Like that man has hits. Even like not even like his mainstream album stuff, like just like the mixtapes by itself, I'd be like, yo, what?
Yeah. Not only him, Kendrick too. I think like I always
Yes.
compare them to. I kind of put them neck and neck. I would love to
Yes.
see Kendrick.
Yes.
I'm
I love
pretty
what
sure
they
he
did when
gets
they
so.
came with their Black Friday singles.
You said what?
Their Black Friday singles, like
Yep.
that broke the internet.
Yo. What was the one song? Christian Dior Denim Flow, I think was the hottest song that dropped when Kanye was dropping all yo. I got the world in my hands. Yo, good music was killing it that summer, yo. God, yo. Man, good times, yo. Good Fridays. That's what it was. Good Fridays. Yes, sir. Yo, they were killing it. They were killing it. Oh my goodness. All right. One last question. We're gonna wrap it up because we've definitely fully extended our time. What is ooh ooh okay, what is your end goal with music? what is your end goal as far as your
Pass it
craft?
on to my children.
You said what?
Pass it on to my children.
Yeah,
Like
I was
that.
gonna say like create a legacy.
Both of them got musical names, so might as well. Because Aria is a musical term, and then Levi means bonded or united in harmony.
Okay. Like that. Man,
Mhm.
did not know that. I like that.
Mine, I just want to I want to create that residual. Like I just want them
Yes.
checks to get something out
Yes.
there where it's just gonna keep on coming.
Yes.
Get something out there, get that residual income falling in.
I like that. It's all about the money.
Mm-hmm.
I
Ain't
think for
nobody here
me,
looking to hire a flute player though.
True. That's not true.
thank
We
you.
out here.
That's why
Pretty sure.
Out here.
that's why I'm a special education teacher now. So
Might have a little bit more security when they start doing those budget cuts again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I don't know. As far as what I want to do, Devil in the New Dress. The spots you own it, bro. You own it. Jamie said her laptop died. Honestly, I want to get to the point where I have created a strong enough legacy with my music that, like, I can still get a call 20 years later and they're like, oh, come perform at the reunion. What's the name? Yada, yada. I want to still have songs like I'm in here listening the other day to Fantasy by Earth, Wind and Fire. I'm like, yo, can you imagine like having a song you put out
Yeah.
a whole lifetime ago, like
Mm-hmm.
still be prevalent to people? Like Fantasy is like top 3 of like my favorite songs of all time. That what's the other song? That's crazy. I can't think of because I'm always
Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Zoom.
period.
Zoom by the Commodores. That's another one of my favorite songs. Imagine putting out a
Timeless.
song a lifetime ago and it's still getting plays, like consistent plays. I want
Yeah.
that. I want to put music
Like
out
the
there
Temptations.
that 20, 30, 40, 50 years later, it's still working. And even then, while that's still making money, I'm still producing. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
songwriting. I'm still working the studio. I've created, a label or something to where I'm ushering in new artists. And like it's funny because I was watching the podcast, See the Thing Is, and Bridget Kelly was talking about the music industry and how like, you know, people will take full advantage of you if you don't know the game. And like I don't want to be that person because I love music so much. The last thing I want is somebody to be tarnished, in the music game because somebody took full advantage of them and they didn't get the full aspect of their opportunity. Because a lot of people don't get an opportunity with a label. They don't get that shine. They don't get that notice. I want to create something where people are actually looking to help them. And yeah, I know that may mean okay, the label's making less money, but I'm not in music for the money. The money's nice, of course I want it, but that's not what I'm looking for. Like I want to create stellar music. Like and Spots coming in here, one more Better Entertainment collaboration album. I would definitely love that. Yo, my label was called Better Entertainment, building entertainers to top all entertainment, and we really were just making like just great music, great sound. It was never about, competing with this artist or trying to outdo this person or trying to make gimmick music. It was just good music from like our heart and our soul, full creative control. Like, do what you do. And the stuff we made was amazing. And I would love to create something like that and it go big. Like I would love to be able to create something where we're ushering in new artists who will usher in new artists and create great music and have the freedom to say like this is my song through and through. Nobody came in there and said, well, you need to cut this or take this out or move this or change this or we don't like it, yada yada. Like, no, this is your music from your heart and your soul. If you had a songwriter, cool, that's your choice. If you had somebody helping you, cool, that's your choice. But at the end of the day, I want you to have full creative control over your stuff. Now, if you say some out of, some off the wall stuff, then yeah, we might have to, put a little yellow light in front of you, like, hold up, play it, slow down, slow down, play it. But I want you to
Ain't
have the
no brother
ability,
Tommy.
huh?
I said, "Amen, brother Tommy."
Yeah,
I think
'cause-
that's what YouTube has actually accomplished.
yes,
They've actually put out a
yes,
platform where you don't have to have a label backing to be seen. You know, and
Mhm.
not only just YouTube, TikTok has clearly shown that you can go viral on
I have
TikTok
so many
and
songs
be,
that I've got
you
music
know,
on.
what is it, SoundCloud did the same thing, I think, before TikTok.
And
So it's a
Apple
few
Music, 'cause
platforms
people
that's
can
literally
literally
doing
pay
it.
to put their music on there.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many like non-signed artists just on Apple Music, and I can even find them on Pandora. Like I have a
yeah,
Yeah,
few of unsigned artists,
yeah,
yeah,
actually quite a
and
few of them within my playlist.
it's a lot of unknown artists that have millions of views. Like, for instance, my daughter will turn on some Among Us songs,
yeah.
and these guys got 16, 20 million views. Like, it's ridiculous. The kids are loving these songs about the games.
So
And that these artists are like, I don't know them, but my daughter know them. She know
right,
all the songs, know all the lyrics.
I want to point out some things from the chat real quick.
Mhm.
So like I said, me and Spots make up this hip hop duo called Step Brothers. But he's like, I'm behind the boards now. He was like, then we write 17 songs and retire. So yes, we actually, like I said, we put out a project called Step Brothers. I think it was 17 songs. The first song on there is called What Is Fame, and it really talks about like, our interpretation of fame from like our aspect, but also from like other artists as well, like what we've heard them say. And like Spots makes a good reference to Chris Brown, his Fame album. Because remember, at one point it was fans are my everything, but then it was also forgiving all my enemies. And it was just a thing of like, Chris Brown got that fame. Of course, he had his incident, and just him being so young and having to deal with the negative side of fame that a lot of people don't really get into. Um. So yeah. So like I was saying, we had a lot of great music coming at that time. Jamie, even though she's not here on camera, but she's here in spirit. She said so she actually made a point at me, and she was like, I say this now as far as like the music and stuff, but that changed with fame, and I know it does change with some people get that fame and they just lose it. And I'm not gonna say it can't happen to me, but I think now I'm older now. Like I'm not like a 18-year-old who just got a $1 million contract from a label. Like I'm 32. You know, like so I
Grandpa.
understand now. Like yeah, I'm gonna let you slide. Yeah, like the fame is nice, the money is nice, but I realize like if I am with a label, like this is an opportunity to do more than just be famous and have the money. Like this is an opportunity for me to create a platform, for me to reach out to people who I couldn't reach out to before. Like this is an opportunity for me to do better. And yeah, I could squander it, be selfish, yada yada, or I could, make the most of it. So, like I said, I understand, especially with younger artists, they get that opportunity and they lose it. And a lot of times, like that fame can be so immense on their shoulders because they are so young and they don't understand what they have. And a lot of them, they crack under it. Rest in peace to the
A lot of
souls,
pressure.
right? Who cracked entirely.
Yeah.
Wow, Spots,
Yes,
you ain't shit, bro. He ain't
I'm
shit.
waiting on you to read
He ain't
Spots.
shit. I swear he ain't shit, yo. He really ain't shit, yo. Oh, Jamie asked you to say you again, Asa.
Like, wow, you?
Yeah, she heard it. She she be joking on all the people from Baltimore.
Oh my goodness. How do everybody say you? You say it. You? You.
I'm not gonna lie. You aren't nearly as bad as Asa. I mean, as Snook and Mauricio. You are definitely not as bad as him. But yeah, they
We
be
got the twos, the U's, the
to
dubs.
you
Uh,
earn.
I don't hear it though. I don't hear it. It sounds perfectly fine to me.
Oh, Bree, yo, I ain't know Bree was here. Yo, what up, Bree?
Yep. Free in the chat.
Oh, Lady
Y'all
Asa
say,
here.
y'all say in the chat.
Lady Asa here.
Uh,
Um,
so So we're gonna wrap this up
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
So we are way past our allotted time. Thank
We
you for
are.
everybody who came out tonight and for our awesome guests. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Sorry, Tommy, I stole your spotlight, but this is about to be a thing every week. I'm about to steal it from you.
That's fine. You got it.
Thank you, everybody who participated in the chat and gave us some more, fuel to our fire, because we wouldn't be the real heat without y'all.
Of course.
Good night.
Oh, don't
That's all I
forget,
got.
episode will be up on YouTube tomorrow at noon. So if you missed any part of it or just want to rewatch the episode, you are more than welcome to watch it. It will premiere at noon tomorrow on the YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't remember the link off the top of my head, but if you find us on Instagram, it's in the bio. So with that being said, peace, chicken grease, and we'll catch you all next week. Later.